Hi everyone, welcome back to your soon-to-be favorite podcast. I'm Angelica.
And I'm Kelsey.
And this is
Here We Grow. All right, so do you want to tell me some wedding planning stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready.
Well, first and foremost, you know how we were supposed to record last week?
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't here. Shout out to Travis for
filling in.
So we were gonna have my uncle as a photographer because he's a photographer.
Let's call him my uncle because that's his name.
Yeah. So we were originally like, well, you know, this wedding's gonna be really expensive. Let's save some money, and we'll ask my uncle to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's not make it a big deal or whatever. So we asked him. He said, yeah, no problem. But the more I thought about it, and I'm in a couple of wedding planning Facebook groups, and they were like, the one thing you do not want to cheap out on
is pictures.
Mm-hmm. Like you're spending thousands of dollars on this one day. And it's going to go by like that. Like you need to have a good photographer and videographer. So I sat on it for like a couple of months.
Well, and there's going to be like moments you'll miss too, like of other things happening.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, crap. Because then I'm like, well, I can get around that. That's fine. Like I'll just hand Alex the GoPro and my uncle will take pictures here and there. It'll be fine. But then I'm like, wait. No one's going to record the ceremony. Mm-hmm. Like no one's recording the ceremony.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the most important thing. And so Jose and I sat down and we're like, okay, yeah, it's not on the budget. The budget's non-existent. It is what it is at this point.
Just making it happen at this point.
We're just making it happen. So we lined up 3 photographers, videographers. Mm-hmm. We have like their information. They sent us like all their packets, everything that they offer. And we tried to like set up meetings with them to see in person. Mm-hmm. So last Wednesday when we were supposed to record, we went to one of them. And I didn't think it was going to take that long. I thought it was going to be like an easy, like, here's what I do, yes or no, or whatever. Yeah. Or let me think about it.
Yeah.
So we go to this guy's house. It's like, I don't know, 30-minute drive, damn near. It's like on the opposite side of town. Well, not the opposite. Yeah. Whatever. It's a ways away.
It was pretty far.
Yeah. Did you see my location?
Yeah. Because I was watching to see if you were going to be done in time for us to record.
Yeah, so we drive half an hour. Like, this is like the 3rd time we've talked to this guy. Like, Jose's been texting him. Jose called him. He knows we're coming over. We set this date, this time. You know, we're going there, half an hour driving there. We get there. And he, like, from the beginning, I've always really liked him because even on the phone call, he, like, took us through a timeline. Like, when this is happening, this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to do this. Like, literally from the time I wake up to the ending time. Like, he walked us through it. We went to his house, beautiful house. He's showing us all, like, everything that he does. And he was, like these little details that you wouldn't think about. Like,
I was going to say, wedding photographers, they're more than just photographers.
Yeah.
They're like people who make your day.
Yeah.
And also, like, think of the small things you won't think of.
Yes.
And also, like, make sure you feel beautiful and make sure you're capturing all the right moments and like, advocate for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Just,
he's probably going to be your best vendor.
He was phenomenal. Like, he was like, me and my wife have been doing this for, I think, like 15 years or something like that. Like, we were obviously have learned a lot throughout the years. He gives an option of like a USB drive. And I was just thinking just like a black USB drive. No, he like
a hard drive.
He buys like a hardwood, like hard drive, like super pretty presentation. Like, it's all in the details. It's beautiful. Like everything he's telling us, he's showing us videos. He's showing us his picture book. I mean, we're there for like an hour and a half. You know, he's asking us about like, where are we from? How do we meet? His wife's there. We're like conversating. It's going really well. He asked us like multiple times, like, so what are you guys thinking? Like, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think you'll book with me? Like, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I think Jose and I are both feeling it. So we kind of like look at each other and we're like, what do you think? Like, do you think and we're like, We're like, you know what? Yeah, like I told him, I was like, I think you're really great. Like I love everything you're telling me. The price isn't bad. Like I'm all in. Mm-hmm. And he like gets up to like get the contract or whatever, talking to his wife, and he comes back and he's like, that day's already booked.
How did he miss that? How did he not know that it was already booked?
And then he starts like looking at his wife and he's like, I'm not kidding. And I'm just like, this is a joke. Say psych right now.
Say psych right now.
Say psych right now.
Like we just wasted an hour and a half for no reason.
How do you wait till that fucking moment to check your fucking calendar? I was flabbergasted. I was like, bro, we talked to you on the phone. We've texted you. You knew we were coming. We set this time. We set this date. You had so many chances to double check, triple check, quadruple check. You're checking now? Like, what? That was the first thing we asked you. And you said, yes, it's available.
Did you cry?
No. No, I started digging my nails into my hand. Mm-hmm. I started stretching my toes. Like I was just so angry. Mm-hmm. And if you know Jose, you know he's not going to hide when he's upset or angry. And I knew that Jose was going to have a harder time not showing his anger. Mm-hmm. So I needed to calm down. And I'm one of those kind of people where if you truly feel bad for what you've done, like if you truly feel guilty and you feel like shit, I'm not going to make you feel like more shit. Mm-hmm. Like he was super overly apologetic.
Apologelica.
Yeah.
Apologelica, bitch.
He was like showing us how the mistake happened. I guess he forgot to reconcile his phone calendar with his like physical calendar. And he's like, look, like, you know, I wrote it down in my calendar, but it never got transferred onto my phone. So when you asked me, I only looked at my phone, assuming I had already cross-referenced.
Yeah.
Bro!
This is your job.
What are you doing?
You need a better system.
And I'm just
phone
like,
only.
I just sat there. I'm like, you've been doing this for 15 years?
Yeah.
This is the most unprofessional thing you could have done. Yeah. Like, you had us drive out here, which was, again, like a 30-minute drive. Yeah. We sat here for over an hour. Yeah. Like, but again, he felt really bad. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, what do I do? Like, he's like, I mean, my wife and I have split up before and done 2 different jobs the same day, but like the quality is just not there. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. Like it's, and so I start fawning and I'm like, it's okay. No worries. We all make mistakes. Like, it's okay. And I'm like, how the fuck do I get up here and out of the house fast enough? Like, I am just,
there's nothing else left to say.
I know. Right. And I'm just like, I want to just die on the couch. Like, I've never had that feeling.
Okay, good night.
I wanted to clock out, check out, whatever. Like, I could not get out of the couch fast enough. Like, I almost felt myself like wanting to comfort him. Like, bro, it's okay. Like, no. Yeah. But I was so mad at the same time. Yeah. And so Jose and
Did he at least have photographers to refer you to? Because a lot of the times, like, photographers know other photographers that they like.
Yeah.
So then, like, if they're booked and they can't help, they'll be like, well, but go to this person because I know this person's really great.
He didn't offer. And at the time, we were just so upset that we just wanted to get the hell out of there. Like, we were just like, Jose didn't say anything. At least I don't remember him saying anything. I was just kind of like, it's okay, no worries. Like, we all make mistakes. And I said something like, you know, if the people cancel, like, let us know. I just said that to not, I don't know.
To like close out the argument.
Yeah, like if that does really happen, no, like I'm not hiring you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was just so pissed because like I missed the podcast recording for this. And like it wasn't even worth it. And it just it's okay.
So have you found someone?
Yes.
Okay.
We do have one. He's actually a good friend of my cousin's and I've seen his work before. He was obviously one of the options, but he was really busy over the last couple of weeks. We weren't able to find a meeting with him, but we got a meeting with him.
He's not booked on that day.
He's not booked.
Well, now he is for your wedding.
Yeah. Like I had him double check. Like I looked, he showed me his calendar.
I'm going to need to get this on writing that you are free.
We do have it in contract now. So like, yeah, this is legitness. And like he was one, because the other two photographers we had gotten on the phone, and he was the one that we couldn't get on the phone because he was really busy, and so I didn't know what his vibe was. You know, you kind of like can pick up on that. And so that's kind of what I was worried about. But we met him, and it was, I mean, it's totally fine. Like he knows half of my family, and like it'll be fine. I feel very confident with our choice. And like I feel even better than
Are they doing is he doing photo and video?
Yes.
So he has a partner coming with him?
Yeah, he has someone else coming on with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
That is even more exciting that you're gonna have really great pictures to show and keep.
Yeah, he's really good. And we have a photo shoot before the wedding that he's going to blow up, like the pictures, and he's going to display at our wedding, like in picture frames, like huge picture frames that he's going to put on easels and display them around. Like I think he said 2 of them, but I bet we could ask for more, like, or whatever. But yeah.
And you guys did your engagement photos.
We did.
Which are phenomenal. I only saw 2 of them. They're phenomenal.
Oh, they get better.
Well, I want to see.
Well, I don't have them yet.
Okay.
But we did our engagement photos with Canelo. So that's my cousin's horse. We can drop a link or whatever. But
yeah, we'll tag him.
Yeah.
In the post. So
yeah, I was kind of nervous at first because it's a live animal.
Yeah.
So you can kind of tell like the pictures like progress. Like I look super awkward in the beginning and kind of like I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, this is fine.
Well, it's not your first time being around a horse.
No, but like with pictures, it is like not only am I worrying about
white dress.
Well, yeah, not only am I worrying about what I look like, but I got to make sure he doesn't like bite me or I'm not
like butt you in the head or
and so. But he did really good. He did really well. Yeah, I'm excited to see those.
That's cool.
And
was Ruth and Jacob there when you were there?
Yeah. They were handling him. And
shout out Ruth and Jacob.
Yes. And then we'll have another photo shoot, which I'm excited about. I gotta find another dress for.
Another engagement shoot?
Well, the one he's gonna display at the wedding.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're gonna do a separate dress for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one in mind. I'll show you later, but I don't. It's like $100. I'm just like, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm so cheap. But yeah, that's it.
That's all your wedding stuff?
Yeah, we got the cake ordered. Shout out to Daniela. Sorry. We got the cake ordered. Shout out to Daniela. Yeah, a cute little cake that we're gonna put roses on.
Oh, like just the decorative one.
Just a decorative cake. Yeah. It'll be a real cake, but I really
but it's not for everyone. It's for like the wedding party or whatever.
Yeah, like I really wanted a small one just for us, like just for pictures. That's it. Like all the big stuff.
Okay, I got some stuff.
Okay.
Well, we have to do a weekly quote, which I didn't do with Travis, which I realized after the fact. But I was like, it's okay. It's just a bonus episode anyway. It's just a bonus. Just a bonus. Okay, so the first thing is I got an ad on like Instagram or Facebook or something for this app. And I don't normally download apps from like an ad because like if they're running ads, that means they can pay for ads, which means they're making money. And where are they making money from? The people who download the apps.
I was gonna say idiots like you.
Yeah, basically. So I don't normally download them because pretty much any app you download these days, they want a subscription. Like you get a free trial 7 days or whatever, and then they want a subscription. And usually, even at that, the subscription has to be like a yearly, like billed yearly, which is so annoying. Anyway, so this app, it's called ChatCBT, and it's an AI bot chat that is specifically trained to act like a therapist. And it's really fucking cool. I've been trying it out. It does not want a subscription. It has not asked me for money, not once since I downloaded it. The app didn't cost anything. And when I first downloaded it, I started acting like I was in a therapy session. Like, I'm having trouble with this. And it would reply with, wow, that's really tough. Like, it would validate first. Then it would say, like, this can be really hard because of this. Like, explain why this is hard. And then it would be like, it would ask a question to like get me to continue the conversation. Like, how do you feel like you handle situations like this, blah, 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 or whatever. It literally felt like I was talking to a therapist.
Is it a continuous conversation?
Yes. As long as you're talking to it, it will talk back.
Yeah, talk or text?
No, text.
Okay.
Sorry. And then I talked with it for a little while, and then I let go of it, stopped talking for a little bit. And then a couple days later, I had like a question in my head that I was going to Google. It was like a therapy question. And I was like, you know what, let me just ask the chatbot and see like how it goes with like just asking questions, like technical questions. And so I did. So like this was something I could have Googled, but I just wanted to see like how much more insight I would get from the AI bot. And of course they answered really well, like gave me a lot more insight than I think I would have gotten off of Google. And then I could ask like follow-up questions. And it was asking me questions like, are you asking this because you're having issues with so-and-so, so-and-so? And then you could say like, well, yeah, I am having an issue with that. And this, it literally is like you're talking to a therapist. It's crazy.
Will it repeat people's names back to you? You tried that?
I haven't tried names, but I'll be like, say I'm like my grandmother or whatever. It'd be like, yeah, it's really tough when like grandparents don't do blah, blah, blah. Like it's smart enough to know that I'm talking about specific family members and then it will regurgitate that information to me.
Okay.
Highly recommend downloading this and trying it out. Like, even if you don't want to talk to it about like your problems, I think it is even just a good tool of like as if you're picking the brain of a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted to work on something within yourself and you're like, how do I work on that? You could say like, how do I work on dialectical thinking or whatever? And sorry, this is bothering me. And it'll give you good insights and even like ask you questions. And there's another part of the app where you can do what they call courses, which is just like basically information that you can read in like slide form. And then after you read it, they're like, congratulations, you learned something new. And then you can go back to the chat bot if you want. But it's a very simple app. And I just think it's cool that the bot is like trained to be validating and empathetic and like, I don't know. It's really cool. You should try it.
What's it called?
Chat CBT. And I don't know what CBT stands for. I didn't look it up, but I'm sure I could find it if I wanted to. But yeah, it looks like this. It's just, as soon as you open it, you're in the chat. It says at the top, wellness assistant.
You're giving them an insight to how you feel.
It's pretty cool.
It's the government people.
Yeah, like I was asking about like dialectical thinking and magical thinking, which we'll do an episode on one day. Like I asked, how can I get better at dialectical thinking? And it literally gave me 5 steps.
I thought that was you and that was them.
No, this is them.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Is that a meme?
No, it's a course.
Oh, okay.
Like you can open the course and then read it in slides.
Wow.
And again, never has asked me for money. Not once. There's not even like a place to go to pay for anything.
Where did you see this at?
It was an ad on like Instagram or something. I was like, oh, that looks cool. And I downloaded it and I was like, if I don't like it, I'll just delete it. And then it ended up being really cool. So what else do I got? Oh, you listened to me and Travis's episode and you said you and Jose had your first kiss.
Like, what?
You and Jose had your first kiss in the same spot that me and Travis had our first kiss, which is funny, which was in Angelica's front yard, her childhood home front yard. But for us, it was because we were at your house for a gathering and I walked Travis out to the car and we kissed at the gate. And that was our first kiss after 2 weeks.
I knew you kept emphasizing that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I hope she doesn't ask me how long it took us.
I was going to let you say.
Like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. Which, no shame. I mean, I think it's an anomaly that we waited 2 weeks.
I did wait 2 months, I think, with my previous boyfriend because he was like a serious boyfriend. And I didn't want to add that to the mix.
Yeah.
But with Jose, it really was kind of like, I got nothing else to do, so I love him. We're good now.
That's funny. It's funny, though, that you, I didn't know that, and then you listened to the episode, and you're like, we had our first kiss at the same place.
That was my first kiss with Jose, too. Yeah, he was...
You should tell your mom that. Did you know that Kelsey and Travis had their first kiss in your front yard?
he like tried to kiss me and I swerved, and then he tried again and I was like, all right. But you know what's funny though? And like
something magical about that front yard, y'all.
No, seriously, like call me cliche all you want, but like literally, I swear to God, like I'm not like being I know I'm dramatic all the time, but this is not one of those moments. Like when me and Jose first kissed for the first time, like I literally felt as if like a wind picked us up and we were turning and there was just fireworks going off. Like
me too. Me too. Me too. Me too.
If you've never had that feeling, I'm so sorry for you because it's like
that's how it felt with Travis too. Especially us waiting 2 weeks, and we knew the day we were gonna have our first kiss. Like we knew ahead of time. We're like I just want to kiss you so bad. Like we knew we were gonna kiss each other, and so it was like a lead up to it. And I remember that day specifically because I was already at your guys' house. Like I had spent the night. And I wasn't feeling good. Like my allergies were acting up. And so like I was all worried because he was coming over and my eyes were all puffy. And
nose was all snotty.
My nose was all snotty. And then I was going to kiss him. And it was like a whole thing. But it turned out really great. It was a great first kiss.
Yeah. Ours was a really good first kiss. Yeah, there must be something magical about that front gate.
It's all the flowers or something.
Something.
I wonder who else has had their first kiss in that front yard. We'll have to... If you've had your first kiss in Angelica's mom's front yard, you let us know. Comment below.
That's so funny.
What else do I got? So I'm a pharmacy tech, but at my job, because we're a small business, I have a lot of other responsibilities that I do. So I'm kind of like the office manager or like administrative assistant. Like we've thrown around so many different titles and there's nothing that really fits. But one of my jobs is to order supplies. And one of those supplies that I order is vials. And if you don't know what a vial is, if you go to pick up medication, like a prescription medication from the pharmacy, and they put it in a little orange bottle, that's a vial. And I needed to order vials today. So we just switched vial companies when we moved. My job just moved from Zionsville to Carmel. We switched vials companies a few months before we moved. And normally with vial companies, we will order online. But with this one, we have to like order through a rep, like through email, which is not unheard of. Some of like our drug orders go through a rep through email, which is fine. But this guy that I have to email for the vials got really weird today. And he's been weird before, but I kind of just let it go and forgot about it until today. And I just have to talk about this. Okay. So I ordered a few cases of vials, and then he was trying to tell me that I have to do a 16 case minimum, which he's never said before. And he tried saying that before he didn't enforce it because he'd put in the system that we were moving and that we only had a limited space or something like that. It was really, none of it made sense, right? And previous emails have said, if you order 16 cases, you get a discount. So it's always been like a discount promo, not like a minimum order requirement.
Right.
So we talked back and forth about that for a minute. And then he sent me this email, which reads, we broke it down this way to cover cost because they are expensive to ship. I got you covered on this order though. If you can't do the 16 cases, we could add test strips and other items to make sure you get the best price, which is another item that we order from him that's separate from the vials. Just let me know. Spaces down a line and says, I'm here to help. Maybe have a little fun. ... It could happen. LOL. Smiley face. I'm sorry, what? This is my work email.
Wait, is this like his signature or
no,
like he wrote it out?
He wrote it out. This has never been on any of our emails.
I'm here to help. Maybe have a little fun. It could happen. I can see how
But what kind of fun are we going to have via email about vials?
I can see where it would be taken as something very innocent, but bro, why risk it at work?
But devil's advocate, right? It's innocent. Let's say it's innocent. What are you talking about that's fun?
I'm here to help. Maybe have a little fun.
Maybe have a little fun. What fun? What fun is there to be had ordering vials via email?
Oh my God, and then he had the smiley face emoji.
A smiley face? And the ellipses too? Okay.
What?
The ellipses, ... It's called ellipses.
What?
Okay, so then as soon as I see this email, my jaw's dropped. And before this, I was already
Your
irritated.
jaws dropped, both of them?
I said my jaw has dropped, but I just like ran it together. My jaw has dropped is what I meant to say. Both of my jaws dropped.
This is the first weird email? Or the most recent one?
This is the most recent one.
Okay.
This happened this morning, or not this morning, today at 2:00.
Did you show anybody?
Yes, I'm about to get into that.
Okay.
So I'm like in the middle of something. I get this email back. As soon as I see it, because I'm already irritated with this guy before because he's telling me I have to do a 16 case minimum, which doesn't make any sense. And he's just, and the order before this that he sent us the wrong type of lids, and
bro's just fucking up at his job.
He's incompetent. Okay. Let's just say how it is. So I'm like, okay, I need someone to validate to me that this is inappropriate, that he said this in an email, a professional email. So I go across the hall and I tell 3 of our pharmacists that are in there, I'm like, you guys got to listen to this email. And so I tell them, and I literally look up from my phone and all of them are like jaw to the floor. Why would he say that?
What the fuck?
And one of the pharmacists did say like, maybe like English isn't his first language and he doesn't understand the phrase, but he's a white guy. I guess he could be like German or like something like that. But still, what fun is to be had while ordering vials via email? Okay, and then I started thinking, this isn't the first time he's talked to me like this. And at first I thought I needed to go back in emails and find like older emails like this. But I remembered that I talked to him on the phone before we moved to the new building because of some ordering issue or whatever. And I couldn't get him off the phone. Like he kept like saying things like this. I'm here to help, and I'm pretty sure he said like, I'm just trying to have fun or something like that.
Did he have an accent on the phone?
No, he does not have an accent. So then, Michelle.
I feel like even if English isn't your first language, you kind of know like work, this would be inappropriate, fun.
Right? Oh, I gotta hurry because we only got 2 minutes left on this.
Well, hurry, girl.
Okay, sorry. Michelle, shout out Michelle. She works with me. She also listens to the pod. She also contacts him for ordering certain like test strips and stuff, which is like on the drug ordering side. And I texted her and I was like, has he ever said anything like weird or inappropriate to you? And she's like, no. And I sent it to her and she was like, yeah, he's being weird. Like, that's weird. So after I talked to the pharmacist, I'm like, I'm going to go tell Ryan. And Ryan is our big boss. He's our president, which sounds like I took it all the way up the corporate ladder, but he works upstairs in the office next to mine. Like, there's only 15 people that work there and he's one of them. So I go up and I talk to Ryan. And as soon as
a good male perspective.
Yes. A good male. Well, one of the pharmacists was male and he thought it was inappropriate too. But also I like wanted him to back me up as like the president of the company and be like protective of his employee. You know what I mean? And so I went and I told him like, we got to talk about this guy that we get vials from. We're going to have to take a break. Sorry. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. So I sit down with my boss and I'm like, okay, we got to talk about the guy we order vials from. He's like, why? What's wrong with him? I'm like, first of all, and so I tell him about the whole like discount thing and like 16 case minimum, like how that's kind of bullshit. And that I think that he's trying to do that for commission. Like he's trying to get commission out of it. Also, I used to be able to order online and at some point it was like grayed out to where like it seemed like someone made it so I couldn't order online. And then I contacted him and he's like, yeah, you have to order through me, which was also weird. And also like maybe looking like he was trying to do like get commission off of it. So then I read him the email and my boss, like while I'm talking to him, he's like doing other things. He's like in the computer and he does this a lot where like, he's not paying attention to what I'm saying. And I'm like, he's not going to get the depth of this if I get to this. So I'm like reading the email. And when I get to the last line, I'm like, and then he says like to get his attention. And I read the line and he literally says, what the fuck? And I'm like, that's the answer I wanted. That's the reaction I wanted. And he's like, yeah, that's not okay. That's weird. That's inappropriate. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad you agree. I think it's inappropriate. And he's like, yeah, maybe we should just change companies. Like he was ready to just drop the company because of how this one rep was talking to me. And I was like, I feel supported. And I was like, yeah, I was going to talk to Michelle and see like if he's been talking to her like this. And I know this is not the first time he's talked to me like this. There was another time, but I can't find the email. And that's because it was on the phone. I thought it was an email, which I hadn't told him about that yet. But he was like, well, I guess first I could try calling the company and asking for a different rep. So he's going to try that first. And then if that doesn't work, if they don't have another rep to give us, then we're going to switch companies. Like, don't say inappropriate things to other people's employees in your work email. And I almost, like, I was telling someone else at work, like, I kind of want to be like, ha ha ha, what do you mean? To like see what else he'd say.
What kind of fun?
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
But you don't want it to seem like you're
like I want it.
Yeah.
Like I'm asking for it.
What a fucking weirdo.
What kind of fun are we going to have in a fucking email? And here's another piece of context, okay? This is through G Suite. So it's like our companies.com, like our company's domain through Gmail. So it's through Google. And maybe his is too. But either way, the point is we have profile photos. So like mine is like the headshot that I had done at that company. And I mean, it's a pretty good photo of me. And he also has a photo, but his is like this.
Oh.
Like bad angle, like creepy white guy photo. I'm here to help. Maybe have a little fun. It could happen. What does it could happen mean?
What could happen?
To me, the phrase it could happen is like trying to convince me of something. Like, what are you trying to convince me of?
He seems like a nice guy.
They
like,
all seem like nice guys.
That is true. That is true. Bro, what the fuck?
It's weird. Super, super weird. Glad my boss had my back.
Yeah.
He was like ready to drop them as a company. Like, we're not fucking ordering from them anymore. And I was like, well, I did just order vials from them. So let's get that order first. All right. Quote of the week. Anybody who benefits from your lack of boundaries is not really there for you. If you set those boundaries and they react negatively, it's because your lack of boundaries benefited them.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Amen.
You know, when the whole Jonah Hill shit was happening, I was listening to the Sesh podcast, and they were saying how a therapist on TikTok had, like, the definition of boundaries are things you place for yourself, not for others.
Right.
Like, the way Jonah Hill was wording it was not boundaries.
Like,
he was trying to control
things.
Yeah.
Right.
He was trying to control.
Yeah.
Like, you go out and put a bikini on in front of guys, it's hurting my boundaries.
Right.
That's not. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like got me thinking. I'm like, wow. I like it. It makes me think like, have my boundaries been actual boundaries or things that just bother me? And it kind of like made me like take a step back. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
let me think about this.
That topic came up with me too, and I was like, wow, yeah, that's a good point. Is like, you trying to control other people is not boundaries.
Yeah.
You saying this is what I'm willing to accept in my life.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to do that, that's fine, but it can't be for me. It's not going to be for me.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to get to the game?
Yes.
We haven't even told you guys what we're playing. Well, by now you know. But we're playing a game called Who's Most Likely To. It's a party game. We've played it at some Friendsgivings before. And so I thought it'd be fun to play between the two of us. So we're going to play that. And also I should say that we're going to be recording some episodes ahead of time to have some extras to release during the time of Angelica's wedding so that we don't have to be stressed out about like recording and editing, and we can still be consistent with you guys. So first few weeks in September, we're going to be releasing episodes that were pre-recorded. So the timing might be a little off, or it might sound a little weird. We're going to be wearing the same clothes we're wearing today. So just know that it'll be a little off. And then toward the end of September, we'll be back to our regular schedule. Sound fair? All right, let's play this game.
I'd have two things to talk about in the next episode, though.
Yes.
Like, I can fill her in.
Okay.
Fill her in.
Fill her in.
I can fill her
Me
in.
first?
Yeah.
May 1st.
Super simple game. You just read it
and decide who the answer is.
Is
between the two of us.
Oh, okay, that's what
I was going to say, like, I want to say other people if it comes up, but like
Yeah.
they don't know the other people.
Y'all don't
You guys don't know anybody but us.
We're your only friends.
We're your only friends here. Okay. The first one, who's most likely to Facebook stalk? And you just did it. I Facebook stalk too. I mean, I think everybody does a little bit. Not stalk, but like just see what people are up to.
Oh, I stalk. I get a whole family tree going.
I mean, if it's something like I need to know who this person is, and then like we need to like go in FBI mode, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like people I already know, like I'm just kind of looking at their pages to see what they're up to.
I don't do that. So I just do the FBI thing.
Oh, okay.
Like if I need to know who this person is, I want to know who they're related to, how many kids they got. Are they divorced, single?
Where do they work?
Where did they adopt their dog?
How old they are?
Mm-hmm.
What city they live in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's normal.
Okay. So who then?
You.
Oh, still me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll do it on an occasion, but I think the way you just described it, I think you'd be the answer.
Dude, my Facebook search list, endless.
You need to clear that shit.
I try to clear it, but it doesn't clear all the way.
They're trying to get you.
It's really weird. Yeah, I'm like,
That's how they get you.
Trying to trip me up. The fuck?
It's your FBI agent watching you from the other
Remember
side.
when you searched up this person?
Yeah.
And then now it's like if you go to your friend suggestions and you click on their profile, it comes up on your search list. I hate that. I'm like, I didn't
line on me Facebook. I didn't search for them.
I didn't search
them to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was presented to me.
Right.
Who's most likely to volunteer to ride in trunk of car?
What? Like if there's no room?
Yeah.
Neither of us.
Oh, I would.
You would?
Yeah. That's always been my dream. To ride in the trunk of a car.
Like a sedan. Like fully closed. Not to be mistaken with the word fully clothed. Fully closed. Like not in the hatch of an SUV where you have like windows. And you can reach into the back seat, you know?
No, like full trunk. Yeah. I want to see if it's really as like airtight as they say it is.
You gotta find that release button.
I just don't think so.
Okay. Who's most likely to always make the executive decision? Yeah.
Kels.
The decision maker, problem solver.
I can't make decisions to help save my life.
Nope. Sure can't.
Oh, I'm like, what? Who's most likely to finish every wounded soldier at a party?
The fuck does that mean?
It's like a drink that's not finished.
Ew.
I know, disgusting.
Neither of us.
Nobody.
I'm not even a drinker like that.
Yeah.
Neither are you.
Ew. I think that's what it means. If that's not what that means,
then still ew.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
Let's look it up. Unfinished beer that is left to die.
Okay. Can I pull another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Incapable of being on time.
Both of us.
Really?
I'm fucking late every day.
I can't. Like, to me, time is a suggestion. It's a suggestion.
But also, like, your mom.
No sense of urgency.
No sense of urgency, not on time to anything.
I mean, she does have a sense of urgency, but like, she's doing so many things at once, which is what I catch myself doing, that there's nothing.
She has a sense of urgency, but still doesn't care if she's late. Like, I'm in a hurry to get there, but I'm not going to make it there on time, and that's fine. Like, I remember going to church with you guys, we'd show up like an hour late to church.
Oh, it's still a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's cleaning.
Yeah, like she's doing 1,000 things.
She's cleaning the dishes 10 minutes before you're supposed to be at church. Or taking a shower 5 minutes before you're supposed to be at church.
I've been trying to get better at it.
And you're the same way.
Well, it's so like at my job.
And your sister's the same way too. Let's not get that confused. You guys were raised to be this way.
At my job, it's a possibility if you wanted to. You could always take your lunch and leave an hour early. Mm-hmm. But I do the opposite.
Come in an hour late and forfeit your lunch.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
That's just what I do.
If you'd rather come in late. That's not a good one. No. Who's most likely to sit at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green?
We're not that dumb.
But between the two of us.
Are you trying to say me?
No.
Are you trying to say you? Kelsey.
But I think it's like an ADHD thing. Like I'm thinking about something else.
Oh, you see, you just
and I'm
stop
distracted and I'm just sitting there waiting or whatever. But I'm not saying I've ever done that. But if it were to be one of us, it'd probably be me.
Oh my god.
Just because I'm just distracted.
When Jose stopped at a red light and he like turns to look at his phone, or I'm like, go. Yeah. And he'll like take his foot off the brake and realize it's still on red.
That's dangerous.
I know, but he's never pressed the gas.
Go through a red light. Rear in the person in front of you.
No, only if we're like the first one.
Oh,
like,
so you would be the one in the middle of the intersection in a crash.
Correct. Yeah. I don't like this question. Always tells the same damn story.
Neither of us.
I feel like you kind of do.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, it would be like, I tell you, and then we get into a group, and then I have to tell someone else, and you've already heard it.
Yeah.
But that's just based on the fact of like who you're hanging out with the most. Like if I was hanging out with like Gabby the most, then she would be hearing all the stories first, and then when we would get together, then I would tell, and then it would be the same thing for her. And I hear your stories over again too.
Do you want me to pull another one? You sound really offended.
Yeah, okay. Pull another one.
You sound really offended.
No, I'm not offended, but like I do like worry. Like I can't remember if I already. Well, that's another thing. I'm like, I can't remember if I've already told you this, but did I tell you that blah 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 blah? Like, and then if you say yes, I won't tell you again. But go ahead.
Loses keys while driving.
What?
When were these made?
Right? How does that happen? The keys are in the ignition for me.
Well, then it'd be me then.
Yeah, because yours is supposed to start.
I forget my keys sometimes. I don't.
Joke. I know. That's against OCD laws.
Well, I have them, but like, I like will try to leave them in my car and try to step out and close the door and be like, I won't let you. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's most likely to make the bed before going out, just in case?
Just in case what?
Like people come over or something, I guess.
I make my bed every morning.
Yeah, so that's you. Because I don't make my bed.
I made that a habit when I moved into my own place. I don't know. And now like I have to do it. Like I'm just like, if someone comes over.
Yeah, just in case, see?
Or if we pass away.
If we pass away and someone else has to come in this house.
Yeah.
Wow, you think about passing away every morning?
Every day. I never take my life for granted.
Well, that's good. I think.
These are some weird ones.
Well, I think they're for like a full party of people.
Oh, yeah. Always wants to play stupid card games. I ain't pointing any fingers, but
they're not stupid. Everybody enjoys them when we get into them. No, but I am the person that's like, okay, we're throwing a party. Maria, bring Cards Against Humanity. Bring this, bring that, bring
this. It's nice.
And
I like
fun.
it. Yeah.
It gives us something to do, gives us talking points.
Yeah.
Gets us competitive. Yeah. So, yes, it is me. But it's beneficial and everybody knows it. Who's most likely to never text you back?
Is it me?
Yep.
Am I the drama?
Am I the drama? It's you.
Yeah,
It's changed recently though. It didn't used to be you.
Yeah, I think it's like a trauma response. I'm telling you, remember I told you how I used to feel as soon as someone texted me, I need to respond right away. Like I had this sense of like, oh my God, like if I don't respond now and I respond later, then they're not gonna know what I'm talking about or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I would just be like, I gotta text back right now.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you know what? I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't wanna respond right now. Sorry.
That like, includes me, everyone.
Or like if it's not urgent, like I'll be like,
I would say in the last week you've been better about it, but I think it's because we haven't seen each other in 2 weeks. If you think about it, it's like if you see me too much, you're like, I don't want to talk to you. But then if we have time apart, you're like, oh yeah, I'll just have a chat with her.
I think that's true.
If you texted me all day today back.
I did, huh?
Then here we are. Now tomorrow she won't text back at all.
You miss me with that bullshit. I'm just kidding. Most likely to post status. It's just one of those days.
I don't do that anymore. Maybe old me.
Like last week, old you?
What did I post last week?
No, it's not who actually did it. It's who's
Oh.
most likely to.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be you.
I thought you were saying like I did one last
Oh
week.
no, I was kidding.
Oh.
But I feel like you did do one recently where I gotta look for it because I feel like
I really don't. I hate like ambiguous Facebook posts, so I try not to anymore.
Anymore?
Oh, is it the family one?
Probably. Oh, the Safe Haven babies.
Yeah, I was gonna do an episode. Though.
Next one?
Yeah.
Oh, a whole episode?
Well, not a whole episode, but like something more relevant. I was gonna say that one.
Yeah, but I could have sworn you. When was your last actual status?
Right, that's another thing. I don't post statuses really unless it's about cash. I just share photos. It just stopped recording.
No.
I just share photos and, share other people's statuses. Go ahead. So I guess it's me, but it's the old me. I don't do it anymore. I'm like more private on Facebook now. Like I just post photos and like I share other statuses or videos.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Is it because, well, for me, it's because I used to post everything about
Yeah.
my life. Like everything.
Well, for me, it's because
you're a mom.
No, this really sucks, but like I feel like I have family members on my Facebook that are like judging everything I say. So I just don't.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I never really nailed that down until just now. That's why I do it or don't do it.
I'll post some shit on Facebook and my mom sees it translated and she's like, what does this mean? And I'm like, oh.
Well, that's not exactly how it was meant to be.
Like when I posted the period thing, she's like, oh no, she laughed at me. She was like, yeah. Because I then told her about it. She's like, yeah, I know. I read your status. And I'm like, oh, okay.
She's like, I'm on your Facebook page too.
I read that shit. I'm like, okay. I miss my mama.
Yeah, she'll be back soon.
I'm counting on the days, man.
Okay, most likely to have never broken the law. You.
I was gonna say you.
No, I break laws every day.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
No, don't say it. But like, I would say even like traffic laws.
You break traffic laws?
Mm-hmm. Like rolling past stop signs and.
Kelsey,
you
should be careful.
Driving more than the speed limit.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah. Okay. Whose turn was it? Yours.
Yeah. Most likely to say that music festival was life-changing. Me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it really is.
But I would probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
I've never been to a festival. I've been to concerts, but not a musical festival. But yeah, I would agree. I would be like, oh my God, that was amazing. And we would like connect on that.
It's so revitalizing. Mm-hmm. Like after
like
a concert.
Almost.
What?
It's like a church. Like the feeling that other people get at church. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's like just, it's like a feel good moment. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Well, and it's like the crowd, everyone in the crowd's enjoying the same moment.
Everyone's so happy. Like there's no one's angry. Yeah. Like there's no discrimination between us. Like nothing exists. Just happiness.
Nothing exists. We're not here.
Did you see about Paramore Haley? She has a lung infection. Yeah, she has to cancel the rest of her shows. Go back.
Damn. Well, she made it to Indy first, at least.
Yeah. We're praying for a speedy recovery for Haley Williams.
Yeah. Cash likes Haley. Who's most likely to wake up with a half a burrito in their bed? I think me, probably.
Honestly, I don't eat in
Out
bed.
of the two of us, I do eat in bed. I wouldn't fall asleep with a burrito.
You eat in bed?
Yeah. Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like,
I've done it before, and all the crumbs, like, I can't.
Well, I'm just more careful, but
oh,
I'm just more careful than you. No, but I was gonna say for a while now, because we have a toddler, like it's really hard cooking dinner with him, like at my feet.
Oh yeah.
So we would feed him something for dinner, and then put him to bed, and then me and Travis will have our own dinner afterwards, and that's our time to connect and like cook dinner together, chill, eat, watch a movie, or like I'll work on the podcast or whatever after Cash goes to bed. And we'll hang out in our room because the living room and kitchen like share a wall with Cash's bedroom, so we can't very well be like just chilling in the bed. Like we're gonna wake him up. So anyway, my turn. Who's most likely to talk about celebrities like they know them? Which is what you just did. You literally just did it. Praying for a speedy recovery for Haley.
I do.
You do. You're very like in tune with the celebrities.
I am.
Yeah.
I know a lot of shit about them.
Yeah.
But I don't know where my best friend works.
Right. Or what she does for a living.
What she does for a living.
It's funny.
Whatever. I don't care. Okay.
Whatever.
One day I will be one of them. Okay. So I have to keep up.
Yeah. Keeping up with the celebrities.
Hates their job but refuses to quit.
I don't hate my job.
Okay.
Well, so Michelle's hearing this for the first time. I'm looking for a new job. My job's not. Our bosses know already that I'm looking for another job.
Even Ryan knows?
Yeah. Yeah. All my bosses know that I'm looking for another job. And they understand, like, the company I work for now, they just don't have what I'm looking for. So, y'all know of any job openings, y'all let me know. But yeah, I think it would be you then, because I'll drop a job, and if I hate it, I'll drop a job.
Huh.
I've always been the type of person to be like, if you hate your job, fucking quit.
Yeah, you are. And I'm the kind of person that's like, well, can you stick it out for a little longer?
Right.
But I'm also the kind of person where it's like, for me, I have to find another job before I quit one job. Yeah. Like, I have to secure it. I can't just...
Yeah, but so on my side of it, though, like, yeah, find the other job, secure the other job, but then just, like, if you hate the people you work with, no call, no show on them motherfuckers. That's how I feel about it.
Oh,
if you're not planning on going back and you hate those people, if they've treated you like shit, stick it to the man.
Oh God.
So this is a public service announcement. If you work with me at any point in time, future jobs, don't treat me like shit, because I will no call, no show on your ass.
I've only ever hated one job, and it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't good.
I've hated quite a few jobs, and no call, no show on them.
I could never do
But most of them were like I'm just a number at this job. Like, they're not going to miss me. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to hurt from me quitting all of a sudden. They have plenty of people who just quit all of a sudden, and they're fine.
Yeah.
They make multi-million dollars. They're not going to miss a dime. We're back. We never said, hey, besties.
Hey, besties.
I'm going to start the clip like that.
Hey, besties.
Hey, besties. We forgot to say hi. All right. Whose turn is it? You just want me to go?
Yeah.
Thinks reality TV is real. You.
It is real.
It is real. No, I mean, I enjoy some reality TV, but not like everybody else. Like, I don't watch Love is Blind or like...
Girl, you're missing out. I mean, not anymore, because I feel like the first season was it was top notch. Now it's just trash. No, it's still good.
You're supposed to watch like the other like countries and stuff. Like, isn't there like an England one or like an Australian one?
I know there's a French.
French.
I was gonna say France. I know there's a France one, but I don't know about the other ones. You're supposed to watch it?
I might be thinking of Love Island.
I think Love Island. They have multiple. I've never watched Love Island though.
Yeah, I watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's the only reality TV show I watch. Well, now it's just called The Kardashians.
I love it.
Me too.
Their new producers, bomb.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like them, just watch it for the quality, because it's so good.
It is. The drama's good.
Yeah, they make it seem like it's such a big deal, and then you watch the episode and you're like, oh.
But still, you're hooked on it.
Yeah, you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Some episodes make me cry. Like, some of them are
really
emotional. Yeah. Like, when they're going through shit. Like, real life shit.
Yeah.
Like, Chloe, when she goes through shit.
Yeah. I feel like Chloe goes through the most shit.
We keep getting off on tangents.
Okay. That's why it's called Ladies and Tangents. That's our sub name.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not our
I'm
podcast.
kidding. Don't copyright me.
I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it and tag Ladies and Tangents in it.
Okay. Most likely to say, do you have a phone charger?
As my phone is currently plugged into Angelica's phone charger.
Yep.
Hey, I was at work all day texting you, and my phone died. It didn't die, but it's dying soon. Yeah, I need to upgrade.
Oh, what do you
But
have? 10?
12.
That's a
Four-
12?
Yeah, 14's coming out. It's not the Pro though. You have the Pro.
Oh, okay.
14's coming out in September, so it's
Mm.
2 years old, and I'm waiting for my contract to be up so I can skedaddle. Okay. Most likely to somehow know everyone.
Wait, what?
Most likely to somehow know everyone. And that's Angelica. But that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You're a friendly person. I'm not that friendly. I hate people. Fuck you.
I have a story about how not friendly I am
Oh.
in the next episode.
Okay. Stay tuned in September
Yeah.
for that episode.
I'll
Really
leave
get you on a cliffhanger
Yeah.
there.
Says bro as both an insult and compliment.
Both of us.
Yeah.
You say bro, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro!
Yeah. Literally, Travis called me bro today. I was like, did you just fucking call me bro?
I've been calling Jose bud lately.
Well, he says bud
Yeah, that's
to
why.
everyone. But so like normally with me and Travis, like we'll say bruh, like that, like bruh.
Bruh. But he called you
But
bro?
he goes bro. I'm like, hey, you better use the UH on me.
You don't like when he calls you bro?
Not bro, but if he was like bruh,
Uh.
then it's like, it's not like you're calling me a person. You're like guess what?
Oh, okay.
You know, like bruh is like guess what, but bro is like, dude, you have to like you as a person. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I crazy?
Kind of.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't yelling at him. I was upset, but I was like, did you just call me bro? Like, he wouldn't like it if I called him bro.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
It's kind of like if you call your significant other by their first name.
I was,
like, hey,
that's exactly
my name
what I
is
was
Babe.
thinking. But you know what? Jose knows that it gets under my skin, so I've been working on not letting it get under my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And
He calls you Angelica?
Yeah, when he calls me by my name, it like, because he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give him a reaction. This is not what we're gonna play. Like, I'm not gonna play this card. I'm just gonna say it. Calls dibs on people at parties. Who the fuck does that? You fucking weirdos. That's nasty.
Maybe when people are like 19, but even then we were all coupled up.
I was gonna say, like, I've seen movies of like college parties where like, oh yeah, I got him or I got her or whatever. It's like,
we've always been all coupled up, so it's like there's like 3 single people at our parties.
That is true.
And they're all boys. So they're not calling each other on dibs.
You know, I was thinking about that like earlier today when I sent out the message of the bridesmaids and the groomsmen, how they were paired up. And like, I was just thinking, I lost my train of thought.
I have a thought that I thought when we tell you.
Wait, I lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about?
People being coupled up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forget. Stupid. Go ahead.
So when you sent it, I was like, damn, the first 5 couples on this list are so fucking lucky. Because they either know each other or are already couples.
Yeah.
And everyone else has no idea who the other person is.
Well, I like tried to put you guys together as, I don't know how to explain it. I thought about it, and then I thought a lot about it, but at the same time, I like
we're only gonna be walking down the aisle together, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only time we're gonna be together, other than like maybe photos. But even then, it'd be like bridesmaids on one side and groomsmen on the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I did think like you are paired up. You as being my oldest best friend is paired up with Jose's oldest best friend.
Like equivalency.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And like Jose was telling me like his like kind of hierarchy of guys.
Yeah.
And I kind of try to pair it up with that. I don't know. It was kind of like,
I think
they're all important for sure,
right.
But obviously there's some people.
Well, and there was people who are already couples that you put together. So then that kind of messed with the hierarchies and all that stuff. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So like, since Travis has found out that I'm a bridesmaid, since we've put that on the podcast now, he was like, well, who are you going to walk down the aisle with? And I'm like, well, because he's not going to be at the ceremony. He'll just come to the reception.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. Like, she hasn't told me yet. And he's like, well, what's his name? And I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever know his name. Like, I don't know any of the people on that side, so I don't know.
The only person that's ever asked me is Gatti. No one has asked me.
I didn't want to know.
So I haven't told anybody.
Remember I said, that sounds scary, the GIF? because I didn't want to know until like just hi, like because we're only gonna be arm in arm for like 30 seconds. But I was telling Travis, like, I don't know if I'll even ever know his name, so it's not important, like, whatever. And he's like, you're going to be holding hands. I'm like, we're not going to be holding hands.
No.
We're going to be locked arms. And for 30 seconds down the aisle, and then we're not even going to be like,
yeah.
Like, maybe we'll sit next to each other, but.
Oh, that was my train of thought. I was thinking of who of the bridesmaids and the groomsmen were single.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more guys than girls. So it's funny you said that. And it's guys that are like the single ones.
Yeah. Because guys ain't shit. I'm just kidding. She's like, I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding. Some guys.
To clarify, Travis was not actually mad. He was joking about like, who is it? Like whatever. But he'll see him at the reception table, so maybe all right.
I do have a fear that people are going to drop out like a week before the wedding.
Might happen.
And I told Jose that too. I was like, you know what? I won't be mad. Like,
if it happens, it happens.
It is what it is.
There's not really anything writing on it, right?
Huh?
There's not anything writing on it, like people staying in. Like, you're not going to lose money if people drop out or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Except maybe the seating chart.
Yeah.
That's the only difference, which can be tweaked.
I still have to make that.
But it could be tweaked, like
the
wedding party table could be tweaked or whatever. All right, we've gone on a long tangent there.
Okay.
Most likely to have a heart-to-heart with a homeless guy.
Maria.
What? I don't know. I kind of avoid people in public. Like, avoid talking to people in public unless they talk to me first. And the only like situation where I can like picture talking to a homeless guy is like at the gas station, which I'm very much avoiding because they're just asking me for something and I don't have anything to give them.
Oh my God. One time I was at CVS and I was waiting for my prescription to be ready. And this guy walks up to me. He was like, hey man, like, would you happen to have any like loose change I can have or whatever? And I'm like, for sure. Like, I'll always, and I forgot I was stressed that day. So I was like, yeah, like, sure. And I opened up my wallet and he was like peeking in. And I think I had like $2 bills or something like that. Or like no more than $5. He's like, and I gave him the change and he was like, can I also get that? And I was kind of like,
the audacity.
Uh-huh.
I have a story too. This was a few years ago. We were at a gas station in not a very nice area. And Travis was with me. This was like before cash and everything. And I was like walking up to the store to go inside. And Travis was waiting at the car for me to pay for the gas so he could pump it. So he was like outside the car, but at the pump. And so we were probably like 50 feet away from each other. And as I was walking out, there was a guy like loitering at the gas station. And he starts walking up to me to try to ask me something. As I look over to him, as he's asking me something, all I hear is Travis from across the gas station go, hey, And the guy was like, backed up, didn't say shit.
I wish my man would. I wish my man would do that for me.
I was like, oh shit, babe, okay.
This was recently?
Well, a couple years ago.
Oh.
I mean, it feels recently, but it was before cash.
Damn.
BK, before cash. Yeah, literally all he said was, hey, like in a deeper, like manly voice, like, hey, Dude was like backed up, didn't say another word.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I wish to someday have the same.
Charles would murder someone for me. So y'all watch out. And not like chivalry, like gotta fight for my woman to not like go off with someone else. Like if you say one bad thing to me, he will murder you. So watch out, y'all.
One person's on very thin ice.
We talked about it before we started recording. No, I mean, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking loves Christmas. Do you like Christmas like that?
Love Christmas.
You do?
Yes.
Well, that's you.
For me, it's like not so like we've talked before that I'm not very religious, but the magic of Christmas, like I remember like feeling the magic of Christmas when I was a kid, and I cannot wait to recreate that for cash. like talking about Santa and like I remember like one of my most magical feelings from Christmas when I was younger was my bedroom was on the front of the house. So like if I look out my window, I can see the street and like the front yard and stuff. And we always had the same Christmas lights every year. They were like icicles.
Ooh,
like they
yeah.
came down like icicles. Like not actual icicles, but that's how they looked from like far away.
Yeah.
And I remember like Christmas Eve laying in my bed, waiting for Santa to come the next day, like staring at the icicle lights outside the house. And just the like the aesthetic of like it's cold outside, it's warm in the house is clean, it's like ready for Christmas the next day, the Christmas tree is on in the living room, the lights outside, Santa's coming, we're gonna wake up the next morning and open a bunch of presents, and we always had cinnamon rolls for breakfast every Christmas. So yeah, I'm excited to like start traditions and stuff. You look like you're about to cry.
That was beautiful.
She's getting all teary-eyed.
That was really nice.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Is directionally challenged. You.
I
And
am.
your sister. Your sister's worse.
She is.
So, I mean, I was with her yesterday.
Was she driving?
Yes. And I had to tell her where to go. And she was like, let me put it in the GPS. Like, we were just going like 2 miles down the road.
Oh, I don't care. I'm a GPS.
I know, you and your sister, like, even if you're going to tell me where to go, I still need the GPS on the screen.
Yeah.
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 And that's how it was.
Is way down to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Me.
Yeah. I know you guys are like...
me and Jose have been waiting for a kid to be just a little bit older to take to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese is fun.
I
will say that, like, now that you're older, like, the fact that you know the games are rigged to, like, not win anything.
What?
Sucks.
What? Sorry, what?
You didn't know that?
We used to win some.
You do win some.
It's just like gambling in a casino.
Yeah, it's basically like gambling. Like, you're going to lose some more than you win some. And you have to spend a lot of money to get, like, unlimited playtime.
I remember my mom telling me that's technically a sin, going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Because you're gambling. Not if you get unlimited playtime, though.
True.
You're just playing.
You know what, though? When they have church events, they literally have gambling games. And I'm like...
The hypocrisy.
Yeah, anyway, go ahead.
Overreacts to everything. She's going to jail for not changing her address on her ID.
Oh my god.
I don't think it's technically overreacting. It's just worrying a lot. I said that weird.
Thank you.
Worrying. Just a couple more.
Okay. Thinks they have Ebola/swine flu.
You.
Not Ebola or swine flu specifically, but
rheumatitis, arthritis.
I think I have rheumatitis, arthritis.
Which we know is not pronounced that way, but she said it wrong earlier. And
I don't have it. I don't have it.
We think.
God.
Don't jinx it. I'm kidding. What the fuck?
Is down to cook a little
This
mess.
is definitely like a college party game.
Yeah.
All right, next one. We'll only speak to you via text. So between us, like, we will talk to each other on the phone. Like, but there's only certain people I like talking to on the phone, unfortunately, for other people. But it's like people I'm comfortable with. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you annoy me, I don't want to talk to you on the phone because I'd rather keep you at arm's length.
So at my job, we have like essentially like memberships, and we'll send out like mail, like letters in the mail saying like, hey, like your membership is almost up. Like, please
remember shit.
I didn't say membership. It's almost up. Like, please renew. Like, sending a check or sending your information. And I think it was like two weeks ago or a month ago. I don't know. I got one, and the credit card number they put on the paper wasn't correct. And I literally sat there tormented for like 2 hours.
Because like, you didn't want to have to call them.
I was just guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I was stressing, girl, like
Mhm.
stressing. I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want to call him because
And you're calling to ask for money, which sucks.
yes, and
Yeah.
like I'm not typically on the phone, so I'm already awkward as it
Yeah.
is. And I'm gonna ask you for your credit card. Of course, I'm a fucking scam.
Yeah.
Like, of course they think that. Like,
Yeah.
I've had it before where I'm like, "Hi, yes, my name's Angelica, and I work for so, whatever." I give them the
Yeah.
name, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
just terrible. It's
Yeah.
awful. Like this one lady was like, "I'm sorry, who is this? Why are you calling me?"
Yeah.
And it just scarred me. So
Yeah.
my
Yeah. I don't know why I
so
said it like that.
so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ask my coworker, see what she thinks this number is, so that I can avoid not calling the person.
Yeah.
So I like show her what she thinks the number is. We try it. It's not that, and she goes, "Well, I can just call him for you." I'm like, "Oh my god, could you please?"
This is why you don't have a job on the phone. Literally,
God.
your job is not a person on the phone.
My God, she called.
If you wanted to be on the phone, you'd be accounts receivable.
I can't do it. I won't.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the first time I've done that. Monica's called some people for me.
I don't like calling people in my job either.
I just don't like.
Sometimes I have to.
Yeah.
All right. One more each.
Okay. What's a ringback tone?
When you used to call somebody and instead of the brr, brr, it would be like a song. Like where you're waiting for them to pick up.
Like elevator music?
No, like a song. Like Nelly, It's Getting Hot in Here, stuff like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah. All right. Most likely to need consulting before posting to Instagram. You.
Not anymore.
No.
That's your last one?
Okay, fine. I'll pick another one.
Can I tell mine?
Yeah.
Always falls asleep on the couch.
Is that you?
Yeah.
I sometimes fall asleep on the couch, but I would much rather be in my bed. So if I'm going to fall asleep, I will purposely go to my bed.
Nah, I'll fall asleep.
I love my
anywhere.
bed.
It does not matter.
Uses inspirational quote in their email signature.
You.
The look on your face. You're like, I know you fucking do this, bitch.
I was like, don't even look at me, girl. Do not even.
I do have one, but it's... I do. In my work email, not my personal email. But it's a good one. You want to know what it is? I bet you'll recognize it.
Is it... I'm just trying to do
Nope.
my job and have a little fun.
No! It's, today's the day you worried about yesterday, and it's going to be okay. Dale Carnegie.
Who?
Dale Carnegie.
Dale Carnegie from Carnegie Hall.
I don't know. You don't recognize the quote? No. It was hanging up at Boogie Burger when we worked there. Today's the day you worried about yesterday, and it's going to be okay. It was right behind the register in like a picture frame.
I remember now.
There you go. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. We have to go record another episode now to compensate for Angelica's wedding. So like, comment, subscribe, interact with our TikTok. Go find our TikTok right now, unless you're driving, unless you do illegal things like me, and go like things, watch them, share them with other people. We need engagement on TikTok if we're ever going to be famous. Okay. Anyway, we're out.
Okay, bye.
Bye.